G'day, it's Phil here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through 50-cent pieces again, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins and coins worth more than face value. Again, we've got my 50-cent collection book from the Royal Australian Mint, already partly filled with the coins that we've found so far. I got 9 on the first page, 9 on the second page, 9 on the third page, and then we've got only 3 out of 5 on the last page. We're missing the 2014 50th anniversary of IATSIS and the 2019 International Year of Indigenous Languages. Hard coins to find because they're low mintage, but we'll put that aside and we'll pull in quite close today. Today we've got $250 worth of 50-cent pieces, which is quite a lot more than I usually have. So what we'll be doing is we're going through the commemorative or the reverse side, looking for the commemoratives relatively quickly, and then at the end I'll go through all the rest of the coat of arms, looking for years of low mintage. So that is the coat of arms, that's the standard coat of arms. And so we'll be flicking through those, getting to the commemoratives like this one. This is our very first commemorative. 2003, Australia's Volunteers. And then on the next one I saw there was a 2000 Millennium Year. In the 2000 Millennium Year we look for the variety with the incused flag. And today we don't have one of those. And then we have a 1982 Commonwealth Games Brisbane. Highly minted coin, so it's on the commemorative. And then look at that. We have an IATSIS coin. So that is the 2014 IATSIS coin. IATSIS stands for Australian Institute of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Studies. It's not in 100% condition, but it is a very nice coin. It's got a little bit of splodges on there, but it is a very nice coin all the same. And it is definitely one for the book. So I've been looking for that for a while. So I'll put that down the bottom, on the bottom row, just barely in shot because we're pulled in so tight as a keeper. And that is an excellent coin and definitely one that we love to see in the book. And here we have a 2005. 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, the Remembrance coin. And then following that we have a 1977 Silver Jubilee, celebrating the Queen Elizabeth II Silver Jubilee 1977. And that pretty much, well, have we got anything else? No. Oh yes, we have. The last coin of the roll is a 1998 Bass and Flinders. That rounds out the roll, and so we'll get stuck into the next one. Well, that's an amazing outcome from the first roll. And as we go through the rolls, what I will do is speed things up a little bit as we get along. But here we have the Remembrance coin. We have a 1995 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, the Weary Dunlop coin. Should be able to put that there. And another 2005 coin, the secondary school competition winner for a 50-cent piece, designed for the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games. And then looks like it'll cover off the first row of common commemoratives. Yep, and there's another one of the Australia's Volunteers. And as I was saying, there is a 2021, which is a Jodie Clark coat of arms. That's the current low mintage coat of arms from the Royal Australian Mint website. We got the numbers for that in November last year, so that was in the first 6 months of production for 2021. So 2022 numbers won't come out until November, so we'll keep those. They'll probably be much higher, and I'm only keeping very, very good copies of those. Here we have the first Centenary of Federation for today, which is the Commonwealth coat of arms from 1912, and it is the most highly minted of the Centenary Federation coins. The other 9 in the series being state coins, state coat of arms. And then we have another 2021. And so, as I was saying, we'll probably after this roll we might speed things up a bit as we get new common commemoratives or new coins. I'll call them out, but otherwise I'll just show them to you, sort of like this, and then lay them down, and that will allow me to speed up a little bit of the hunt, because we do have $250, which is quite can be quite a lot. Here we have a 2002 Year of the Outback, the coin with a water bore windmill on it, and that's a chunky one. And so, as we finish off this roll, and if there aren't anything much to go, there's a 2000, which will be a Millennium coin. I'll check that for the Incuse flag variety, but it's just a normal one. And the rest are coat of arms. So let's speed things up a little bit from now and see how we go. And there, for the first time today, we have a 2022 coat of arms. We don't know any numbers of those at the moment, so I'm keeping all of those. The 2022s haven't been too prevalent, but as I said, the Royal Australian Mint will bring out its numbers for the first half from 2021 to 2022 in November, and we'll see how many of those have been minted so far up to the 30th of June 2022. And here we have the changeover coin, the 50th anniversary of decimal changeover, has a coat of arms on the reverse, and on the obverse is where the commemorative design is. It's the first time we've seen one of those tonight. We have another 2000 coin, which is in really good nick, but it is just a normal flag. It's got a bit of a schmutz on there, a bit of a thumbprint of gunk. And there we have a 2010 Celebrate What's Great Australia Day. And there we have the 2000 coin with the special effigy on it, the one-off effigy. So that'll be the Royal Visit from 2000. So it's good to have that, even though that is a common commemorative, and the mintage on that is only just over 5 million. I do keep that. I pull those out because I like that particular effigy. And it is a one-off. It may not necessarily be over face value now, but I still like to pull it out and put it in my collection. It's one of those little things that every collector has their own little quirks and foibles. Here we have a International Year of the Family from 1994 with what looks like a normal date. You can check those for wide date varieties. There's another 2021. And there's a Weary Dunlop, and we have another Millennium coin to check for the Incuse variety, but it's not. And there we have the 25th anniversary of decimal currency. It says it on the legend there, 25th anniversary of decimal currency, and it's the changeover coin. Well, it is a changeover coin, but it has the ram's head on it. It's from 1991. Don't see very many of those. And if you put them side by side, as I have before, you'll see that the 50th anniversary has the same design, which is the pre-decimal shilling design, the ram's head. So that is also a common commemorative, but it is again one that I always keep. That is relatively high minted at 4.7 million, so it'll never sort of run out, but they are quite hard to find at the moment. When I say quite hard, I might find 2 in 50 hunts or so. But I have a number of those, and I will also pull that one out of circulation, and that'll go into my collection. There's a 2010, we might as well check it for a rotation error, but it doesn't have one. And there, for the first time today, we have the 2004 primary school competition winner for a 50-cent piece design. The koala, I think it's a koala, and the wombat. And we have our first Centenary Federation of the hunt for the states. It's in New South Wales. So not a bad nick, actually. It's a little bit dirty, but pretty good nick. The fields are relatively clean. There's a number of scratches on it, but on the obverse there's nearly mirror condition. So very nice. Another keeper and another addition to the Red Poppy Fund. If you haven't seen that, I've putting a fund together to fund my Red Poppy purchase. You'll see the annotation up above the coin when I put it out. And look, another IATSIS coin. So actually the IATSIS coin, now that I have one for the book, which is definitely going into my book, this will be an additional one now that we've got 2, although this will probably be the one that goes into the book because this is a much better example of this particular coin. Let me see if there is anything that I can add for the Red Poppy Fund. Actually, I don't have anything at the moment for that, so I might have to look at that and see if there's anything that I can add. 2014. So that's a pretty good hunt. I haven't seen one of those for a very long time. And there as well today is a 2019 Jody Clark. Still keeping those. They're still relatively low minted for a coat of arms, so definitely keeping those. But yeah, I've got a price for a Marbo. I've got price for a 91. Actually, the anniversary. I've got a price for that. So I might put that up now as an addition to the Red Poppy Fund, because that's hard to come by. And we've got another 21, which is we've got Centenary Federation, Marbo, the Ram, and some rotation and some infused 50-cent pieces. So if we come across those, they will go into the Red Poppy Fund. So I might have a look at the IATSIS coin and If there is something, then I'll put that at the end when we go through the coins from the hunt. It's a bigger hunt, so it'll take a bit longer for me to go through all of that. There's a 94 family, and we're done with that one. And there, for the first time today, we have a Captain Cook from 1970. Celebrating Captain Cook's journey around Australia. Did I see that right? Yep, that's a 1993. So that is a low minted 50-cent piece. So I saw that on the fly, 1993. It's a little bit dirty, but that's definitely a keeper. That is a 1 million mintage low coat of arms. So that will stay in the collection. And for the first time today, we have the coin from 1981 that commemorates the marriage of Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, and the Lady Diana Spencer. The wedding coin. And there we have another Centenary Federation. This one is a little bit toned, but it's the Australian Capital Territory. A little bit toned, but very nice, none the same, nonetheless. Oh, here we go. This is a very nice Centenary Federation. It's South Australia. Don't find very many of those at all. So this one is definitely a great addition to the collection, and we'll see how it goes. There'll be an annotation with the price up above. Good money for the Red Poppy Fund. But we'll see how we go if we actually sell that one. The piles of extra are getting quite high. Ah, another ram. Another ram. And that now brings us on to the last roll. So as we go through the last roll and pull out the common commemoratives, hoping that we will see an Indigenous languages coin, or at least an Eddie Mabo coin. That'd be quite nice, out of a 2017 coin. We feel like, well, I feel like we've had a great hunt. There's a lot of keepers down there. We've picked up a few 2022s. Which is quite nice. There's a lot of 2021s today, a lot more than we usually have, although admittedly I've more than doubled the amount of coins that I have gone through. So more than double what I usually go through. Significant line of keepers down here. Not great, not tons and tons, but we've got one for the book. But let me quickly go through all of the coat of arms to the side, see if I can pull out any years of where no 50-cent pieces were issued for circulation or any major errors, and let me come back to you. Okay, I'm back. So amongst the coat of arms that were gone through, I have picked up another 50th anniversary of the changeover coin. So that'll go with the common commemoratives. I picked up another 2022 coat of arms, so that'll go in with the collection. That makes 6 for the hunt. 6 for the hunt of 2022s. Picked up another 2019 Jody Clark. So that will go with the one that we found. So that's 2 of those. I did pick up 2020. We picked up 3 2020 Jody Clarks. So that's another low minted year. Yeah, the 2020 is just on 720,000 at the moment. So that'll stay with the collection. I did pick up another 10 of the 2021 Jody Clarks, and that makes 31 that I found for that hunt. So none of those will be staying. None of those will be good enough to be staying. And I found 3 of the low minted 1997, which is the third. Has been the third lowest mintage after the 93 and the 85. And the reason I pulled them out, because one of those was in really good nick, and then I couldn't stop pulling the others out. So that'll go into my wider collection. So what we have found for today in the keeper section is a Centenary Federation South Australia, one that we don't find very often at all, and I don't have very many multiples of. So that, even though that is definitely with extra face value, it may stay in the collection. Then we picked up a Centenary Federation Australian Capital Territory from 2001, as well as we found a New South Wales Centenary of Federation. So we have got New South Wales, ACT and South Australia. We picked up a low minted 1 million 1993. So that's a low minted that will definitely go into the collection. And then for the book itself, we found the IATSIS coin. We actually found 2 of those. So one of those will go off to hopefully be sold for the Red Poppy Fund. And the other one will go into the book. So I'll put it into the book now while I still remember. Grab the book out. We'll probably have to be really careful that we don't smash too much of these towers down of coins, and we'll go to there at the top and we will punch it in to the book. So now we've only got the International Year of Indigenous Languages to fill the book up and then start a new book, which will be great if we can do that in the next 3-4 weeks. And then the other coins that I'm going to pull out are the Ram's Head which will go into my collection, possibly be sold, and also the Royal Visit as well. And that will go into my wider collection. I did note people are interested. There was one wide date of the family, International Year of the Family, amongst those 5. I'm not keeping those though. I've got enough of really good quality ones of those. But that's about it. A pretty big hunt for today. Fairly, I would say, fairly good with Ram's Head, with the Iatsis coins, 3 Centenary Federations, a ton of low minteds. Great. It's paid off for me to get a little bit of extra coins this week. But if you enjoy what I do, please think about subscribing. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment about what you're finding in your area or what you're not finding. Seems to be quite hard to get coins at the moment, whether it's from the banks or just in general. And there's not a lot of low minted keepers around. But I'll be back in probably 3 days for more noodling. So I'll see you then. Bye.